Greetings everyone, this is Non-Expert here, and today we're going to be talking about design patterns. Now, before we jump into the definition of what design pattern means, I do want to preface this by saying that a design pattern is not a piece of code that we just copy and paste. Rather, what it is an idea for a solution. Additionally, it's not mandatory to implement design patterns in your project all the time. Design patterns are meant for common problem solving, and with that, let's jump into the definition. Design patterns are nothing more than reusable solutions or designs for the commonly reoccurring problems that we face during programming. If you've been coding for a while, chances are that you've already encountered these design patterns or even implemented a few without even realizing it. If we go back a few decades when the software development boom was happening, what you realize was that the software development community was solving the same problems over and over again, and therefore what they needed was a base. So a group of 4 individuals, which we call as the Gang of Four, decided to release a book which had 23 design patterns for commonly occurring problems and how to solve them. What's really amazing about this is the fact that the book was released in 1994 and it stood the test of time. And to this very day, the very design patterns that the book talked about are still being applied by most companies. So why is it that this is so important? Well, these design patterns are battle-tested solutions to common problems. Additionally, what they give us is a common language in the programming world. So if you go through a Stack Overflow post, or if you participated in design reviews or code reviews, you might get suggestions such as the problem that you're facing can be solved by using a singleton pattern. If you don't know what a singleton pattern means, that's completely fine, as we'll be going through it in the next video. Additionally, for me, whenever I apply the right design pattern, it allows my code to be more flexible, reusable, and maintainable. When we work in the agile lifecycle or any other software development lifecycle, or just programming in general, we're going to have other feature requests which is going to come in, which is going to change our code. And if we have the right code and it's flexible enough, those changes can be easily implemented. When we talk about design patterns, we always talk on the basis of intent. So when we perform our classifications, we perform those based on intent as well. There are 3 major classifications in the design pattern world, which are the creational patterns, the structural patterns, and the behavioral patterns. The name of the classifications themselves justify what the design patterns would actually revolve around, such as the creational patterns talk about object creation mechanisms, the structural patterns talk about the structure, and the behavioral patterns talk about the object behavior. And with that, we end our video on the introduction of design patterns. In the next video, we're going to take a design pattern and try to understand what's its intent, how it's being used in the real world, and how you would go about implementing it on your favorite language. If you didn't understand something, do leave it in the comment section below. And if you did like this video, do give a like and do consider subscribing to our channel. And if you've already subscribed, you're awesome, we all know it, and have an awesome day. Thank you.